All right. Welcome back to the Quick Sixer Collective. Here we go with a very special little production that we're going to do this morning on the eve of someone's wedding.
Woo!
I'm here with my good friend Nathaniel Covington from Anyone Can Die podcast, and we're going to talk about Scream 6. And this is going to be our, props to all you that saw this Scream 6 early, and we'll probably see it by the time this episode drops. But uh yeah, we're gonna try to guess who we think the killers are just off our instinct.
Oh my God.
And we can come at it from a couple different angles, whatever. But I think it'll be fun. So currently we both have the cast list up on IMDb, and we're literally just gonna be like, this person. Um, do you want to go first?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I mean,
actually, before we like pick, tell people who haven't checked out Anyone Can Die what Anyone Can Die is.
oh, so Anyone Can Die is a mostly horror podcast because we actually have our newest episode coming out about Fargo. It has ties to horror, but it is me and our good pal Kenny, Kenny Bond, that just sit down and geek out on horror for anywhere from 30 minutes to, I think, and we've talked as long as an hour and a half. Good God, if anybody listened to that hour and a half
Yeah.
episode, God be with you. But it's really just we pick horror movies, we talk about them, we talk about what we like, and then tell you a
hmm
little bit about it and make some suggestions off that. But just a good time.
Nice. And it's available on all podcast platforms, right?
That's right.
All right. Yeah. Go subscribe to that. If you want a good time, go ahead and check out that first Scream episode that we did.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah.
plan on having you on, and I think we want to add you and Fonseca at the same time.
Oh, speaking of, you weren't in the room last night, but we might go. He might come to the screening I'm going to.
When are you going to see it?
The morning after your wedding, so Saturday
Okay.
morning.
Yeah, because
Uh,
tomorrow it comes out, right?
it's
Scream
out.
comes out tomorrow. Oh,
It's
you can
out.
already see it now.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought tomorrow was the early release date. See, I'm already off.
No.
Man.
Yeah. Stay off the internet. There's. It's a minefield right now. So I'm trying to get the predictions out right now, so I can kind of trick my brain into thinking I know who it is, and I don't
Mhm.
even need to look at these spoilers or whatever. Even though I'm not going to look at spoilers, so I really want to go in this one blind. But anyway, all right, Scream 6. I'm going to read the little synopsis. In the next installment, the survivors of Ghostface killings leave Woodsboro behind and start a fresh chapter in New York City. Uh, the promotion for this has been really cool. The posters are really cool. The cast is stacked. Um, I like that they're really leaning into the New York thing with the subway poster, and the stops are all people's names and shit. It looks rad. Yeah, but it says releases March 10th, but they've been pre-screening since yesterday or before,
Mm,
even before that.
okay.
Press screenings were even before. So
Well, you mentioned the subway stops. Do they
yeah,
have people in order on those subway stops of stops along the path? How is that?
well, I think I'll ruin it for you if I tell you.
I was going to
Uh,
say because that might be giving it away. The subway stops leading up to the last person, or that always
well,
can play.
it's in the shape of Ghostface,
Uh-huh.
but it has every stop is a character's name,
Yep.
and if they've been killed or whatever, and if they've died, I think they're in a red color,
Oh my gosh.
but if they're not, they're in something else. It's it's pretty. That's how people knew Kirby was back in the game
Mm.
from Scream 4. They were like, "Oh shit, Kirby is back alive." Besides, like the cast announcement.
Man, so we're
Anyway,
gonna who we think the killers are. We can't just go ahead and say we're gonna pick who dies. That might
well, we
be
can do that second, but let's pick who the killer is first.
okay.
Killer or killers?
Yep.
Because it could. I mean, in this franchise, it's gone either way. Scream 3 has one killer, the other ones have two. Every other one has two killers.
Wait, which one has only one killer? Four.
Just number 3.
Just number three. So
Yeah.
do you think they're gonna go back to that because it's a six? That's
No.
three.
I
No.
my I think there's going to be 3.
that would make sense that there's like because the city's big. I mean, this is where if you're usually the sequel, and in this case, sequel and the newest installment always
Yeah,
go big, go harder. You already chose New York. There might
yeah.
be like 7 of these people might be Ghostface. You know, that could
That
be a
is
few of them.
that's a theory too. The
God,
whole shrine to Ghostface thing. They're saying people are saying that there might be a killer for each one of the robes. Uh, that seems a little rad if it was, but I don't know, dude. I don't know if there's gonna be 10 fucking Ghostface killers. It'd be crazy.
no. Did you see they added another? So of course, Sam Carpenter. They get their name as a ode, as a
Yeah.
nod to John Carpenter. But did you see where they put in Danny Brackett, as in Brackett, the sheriff from Halloween? I think that's what that is a nod to as
Oh,
well.
Sherry. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, that's cool.
Right? Brackett is his name. Am
I
I? Am
think
I?
so. I think that makes
Hold on.
sense. I mean,
Now
look
I
it
got.
up, but um that they've been nodding to Halloween in this particular series forever.
Yep,
Like
Sheriff
it
Brackett. There it is.
yeah. So they've been definitely there's a bunch of people with full this is interesting. So if you're looking at the cast list, there are some people that just have first names. There's no
Yep,
last name, which is interesting. Um, do you want
killer.
all right, you go first.
Um, so off the bat, who I think might be killers. I mean, Samara Weaving's character wouldn't be a terrible choice. She's a big name, but I don't know if she's going to be that big name that necessarily just gets killed off in the beginning like they've done in the past just to get you to come see the film.
Yeah.
I mean, she's going to be a linchpin of some kind in all this, of course. I don't think she's because I mean the twins are back in this. What the Martin Meeks? They're back in
Yeah.
this. Um, I don't believe they're killers.
No.
Watch me fuck that up, and it's like the twins are like gonna they
No.
want to like destroy everything. I
That'd be
think
funny.
I have this thing. So the Annika and Ethan, both of those fuckers, they just got those eyes, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to mess them. That Ethan dude looks like he's ready to kill somebody. Just saying.
Yep.
This little IMDb photo.
Right.
So if I'm going off of, I've not seen any of the trailers. I've watched nothing. I try to do that with all new horror movies. Otherwise, because in the past when I have done that,
Yeah.
uh, not gone and seen stuff because I've just been like, oh, that's gonna bum me out. I don't want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved the new Scream because I just left it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, with all that being said, I don't think some of the main returning characters are going to be killers, but I do think Annika, Ethan, and possibly, I guess, Laura Crane would be my picks. Is like, especially if we're going with the threes, those three just like give me the instant like, ooh,
Ooh. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Samara Weaving. Man. Some would call her smoke show. Some would call her new scream queen. Killing it.
Yeah, that's. I wonder if she is gonna be a good guy or a bad guy. She just has the look that she can play evil
Anybody.
pretty
Yeah,
easily.
yeah.
But then she was in that newest film she was in, Ready or Not. She
So
was
good.
good, and she still seemed kind of creepy in that. She just creeps me
Yeah.
out.
She was a little too okay with killing the family in that.
Yep.
A little too
Yeah.
okay with it.
Yeah.
But I'm all right. Fuck it, whatever. So here's you want all right. I'm not are you good? Because I'm gonna do my deep dive and it might change your mind.
Okay, that's my first theory then, based on where we're going
Okay.
with it.
Okay. Here's my deep theory.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So I was telling this to Fonseca last night. So I'm excited if he gets on to this the resolution episode or when we talk about the actual movie. So good lord.
You got some hair problems there?
Yeah, just fucking look at that thing, man. It's wild.
Need a beanie.
Anyway, yeah, oh, I should. Anyway, Scream 4. Oh no, Scream 5. No. Yeah. Yeah, Scream 5. That's what I'm watching right now. The newest one or the one that's you can watch right now. Um they kill um Sheriff Judy and her kid Wes, right? They wiped them out for seemingly kind of no reason. Okay, just because they're legacy characters, or at least Judy was,
Yep.
and you have Wes or whatever. They had to do that for the dedication to Wes Craven in the third act. But there is no mention of Wes's dad in this entire thing. Who do we have in this? But a few cops.
Mm-hmm.
What is the chance that Judy married a cop who transferred to New York and wants revenge on all these girls for essentially getting his family killed?
Mm-hmm.
With that, though, I think he needs some accomplices to throw it on because he's a detective, so he can kind of, push some evidence on somebody. New York cops aren't really known for being truthful. Okay.
That's real.
Okay. So yeah, it's maybe a little too real. So yeah, so I think Annika and Ethan, so Devin, Nakota, and Jack Champion
Mm-hmm.
are definitely in on it for sure. But I
They're kind
think
of far down
Dermot
that list, though.
do what?
They seem like oh well, yeah. Dermot was another guy I looked at when you started to say that cop theory. I was like, that dude looks like he would be. He's
Right?
the right age. Look,
Yeah.
him or Henry.
Yep. I think yeah, Dermot Mulroney is definitely I think he's the head person.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like playing these two like puppets. Like they can die if they want.
Yeah,
But that I think it would be cool. I think that's my biggest theory that there's three killers and there's definitely like a head one. Or the other theory is there's multiple Scream killers and they're not working together.
that would be kind of cool. Cool. Like if he's like I like that angle of the Dermot is either leading these two basically like his like pets, his like watchdogs, and those two
Yeah.
kids, and he's having them do stuff, and he's also a police officer, so he can do anything he wants to crime scenes, all of that stuff, play the inside and get away with it scot free.
Yep.
Or those two kids are doing it, but he's also doing it. And it's like, whoa. So then you have, what if they're like on the subway and someone is running from a ghost face and then realize they run around a corner, there's two ghost face who then see each other and end up fighting. There's like two ghost face fighting.
That'd
Could
be
you
kind
imagine?
of I mean, that's some meta within meta shit.
Yeah, I could see them going like, I mean, how many more of these are they gonna like? Kevin Williams
I,
is probably not going to do too many more. Maybe another one.
I saw that Seven got greenlit yesterday.
I mean, they're probably trying to climb that, hit that 13. Could
That
you
would be
imagine
cool.
13?
Well, so me and Fonseca were talking about last night. This is the only series I think that you can say so far all of them are pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
There's no real dud.
Yep. Well, they were smart. They're just real people. It's been multiple people. There's good reason for revenge rather than just like blowing a guy up and then saying, wait, he made us money. We have to figure out how to bring him back.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of Freddy, and I'm not a big Nightmare on Elm Street fan, but also who did Freddy? Wes Craven. He
Yeah.
was smart enough to know this isn't a real human. He goes after you in your dreams, so he can constantly keep one. It seemed like he had a lot of fun making all of them, so churning them out. But also, two, he keeps
Yeah.
that. So there's multiple angles to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm already on board with your. I'm scrapping everything else I thought of. The police officer, especially like that. I mean, even if it wasn't the Dermot, the Henry guy is also like more of a middle aged guy that could have been dating.
Yeah.
I think Dermot, he's far enough down on the list, but because that's something you also look at with IMDb. Sometimes if it's like top billing and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
also the further down you get, clearly that person is not going to play as big of a role. Um, he's been in a lot of films,
Yep.
but he may not have as much screen time simply because he's going to be in a mask half the time.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, damn, you might be right already on that.
I hope I am, but at the same time, I still want the twists or whatever.
Yeah, I think
Um,
if Danny Brackett, because they gave him that name, makes me feel like he is a good cop. He's definitely a cop, and he's
yeah,
probably the guy that's helping Kirby. And if Samara Weaving's character Laura is a good guy, he's probably that's a love interest of one of the two of them because he looks about their age, or maybe
yeah.
even we're forgetting like Sam as it's yeah who is it Sam and Tara are both in this film, and we're
Yeah.
like not even a thought. I mean,
No.
those four, one of those four are going to die. I mean, I could see Gail getting tossed in this one
I
even.
so I read something yesterday that makes me think that Gail's not making it through.
Mm.
And also, this is the only time she'll ever talk to Ghostface on the phone so far.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
She has not
First,
spoken to a ghost face.
never.
What? I
Yeah.
didn't even realize.
Yeah. First time that she'll talk to Ghostface on the phone. And then there's like in the trailer, there's a like tease of her chase scene, which they're saying is better than her chase scene in Scream 2, which I
Mm-hmm.
think is one of the best chase scenes there is. Like
Yeah,
through the college. It's very cool.
yeah.
Um, yeah, man. I don't know. I don't think Gail's making it out. I think one of the twins, they might pull a Dewey for both the twins and like they get fucked up and still make it somehow.
Yep. That's already
But
happened to one of them.
yeah,
I
yeah. Well, no, no,
right.
both of them got stabbed in the last one.
I couldn't remember if I thought he got it real bad though,
He
right,
did.
Chad?
He should have died, like for
Yeah,
real.
I thought he was dead. I thought that was it. And I was like, oh,
Yeah,
he's gone.
he got stabbed a fuck ton of times. But then there's like that what's it called? Um, that Zodiac thing. That's the only thing I can think about. Like the only person that lived from the Zodiac killings was like the person who turned on their back or on their stomach when they got
Mhm.
stabbed, and they got stabbed in the back a bunch of times,
Yep.
and that's what happened to him. So,
Get that bone a little more than do that soft tissue, man.
oh God, it's fucked up. You know that. So
But hey, speaking of Zodiac, same thing. How it like in real life, people thought that was multiple killers.
yeah,
Just a little extra of this, even though I think it was just the one guy with the weird boots and the watch. So
yeah, it definitely was that dude. They definitely caught his ass, like for sure.
yeah,
Um, Also Zodiac, like speaking of Zodiac, the movie Zodiac, so good.
dude, it's fucked up that
Yeah.
movie because you know it's real. Like they portrayed so much
Yeah.
real.
And like what it really gets you is like even if you're watching it and then they show the actual victims at the end, like the pictures or whatever, you're like, fuck
Mm-hmm.
this, man. Like
Yep.
this is crazy.
Yeah.
So all right, so that's who we think the killers are, right? I don't think I think Hayden as Kirby Reed being a fan favorite is gonna have some kind of hero moment.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna pull a Gale and Scream one, the safety's not on now, bitch, like type of
Yep.
situation. Um, that's probably gonna happen. I think one of the Carpenter sisters isn't making it out, which
I could see
is yeah. Which you already know my leaning on this. Like I kind of hope Sam doesn't make it out and they just keep Jenna Ortega, but
yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I mean, Jenna Ortega could go either way because she's starting to hit it really hard, getting a lot of roles and stuff, and she may not want to
Hmm.
commit to a because that's what some people don't think about with your
Yeah,
favorite people in a movie is like they're real people and they're not going to commit to something if they think they're going to make a whole lot of money off some other stuff, and it's like, well, you better write me out because I'm not going to
right. Yeah.
hard.
Well, it's kind of wild because man, she kind of hit it. I mean, she's in a bunch of horror shit. Like she's in X, she's in
Yep,
this, she's in Wednesday, which I would
yep,
count as like soft kid like horror, soft horror.
yeah.
But she's obviously a fan of the genre, so that leads me to believe she might. I mean, this is like a big deal. Like Scream's not like a light franchise.
No, no,
So
it's the
it's a
one that's been brought back that's actually working.
yeah. So it's a heavyweight hitter as far as like horror genre, like the horror genre goes. Like it's up there. Like Ghostface is an iconic thing. So I mean, when fucking Target has like plushies of Ghostface and people are putting it on TikTok already. It's like, bruh, where are we at? Where are we at in life right now? Like,
Oh man, I'm trying to figure out when I'm gonna get to go see it. Hopefully, obviously not going tomorrow or the next day, but I'm hoping like maybe Monday through Wednesday, I'm gonna go see it. So,
okay, okay.
dude, yeah, Danny Brackett is for some reason keeps getting me. Oh, so who? No, not Gail. Oh my God, Sydney. She ended up marrying a police officer, right? A detective.
Yeah, yeah. So Detective Kincaid from number three, who is fucking McDreamy or whatever, that dude.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's not. I'm wondering if they offhandedly mention him somehow, though. Just like,
Yeah. I think they say that I think in Scream 5 uh Sydney might be in DC.
mhm,
That feels right to me. But
yeah,
they only show that small jogging scene. They don't show where she actually is. So I don't know. But
yeah. I was wondering because they didn't really. They mentioned him a little bit in that. I was like, it'd be sick if they do play that cop angle up. That he's like, we at least get a phone call, like hear a phone call from him or something like that.
that would be
Would be.
cool.
They're probably not going to do that. He's probably not in it at all. I
Yeah.
mean, he's not on the list, so it's
Yeah,
a
he's not
small
on
cat.
it. It's a pretty small cast, but they're never really big casts for this.
Yeah.
It's usually a tight, that's how they play it up. It's a tight knit group, and one of them is the killer at least. Uh, man, but if you scroll down to the end though, you get a couple other people with just single names, and you get another cop. So, are we thinking Andre Anthony and Thomas Cadro's, Frankie, and Brooks characters, are they just gonna die? And Frank Viola, who is New York Cop, its list, is he gonna die just because he's called New York Cop, or is that sketchy?
Yeah, I think those dudes just I think they get offed.
Okay.
I think they're part of like a crew that are helping uh oh, I didn't even realize it's Dr. Christopher Stone, not a police officer. Henry.
Oh, that dude is apparent in the trailer, and it sounds like he might be a therapist for Sam, uh, and probably Tara.
So
Think
scrap that I had mentioned where I thought maybe he was involved in some way, but dude, yeah,
think it could
Detective
be.
ba- I think Detective Bailey is like behind some shit.
He just looks. I mean, he's got a sketchy face. Like you can't get to have a sketchy face to be in a horror movie. It just doesn't
Yeah,
work.
I think it's either him and he's got his two watchdogs, or he's playing by himself and those two kids are doing it as well, or Laura and one of those two kids or something. It's something like that. Those are my two angles
Yeah.
now.
Here's the other angle that I wonder if this will throw you too.
Oh boy.
All right, so Annika and Ethan, so Devin Dakota and Jack Champion for
Yeah.
sure killing people. But what if Liana Liberado's Quinn Bailey is the mastermind, and this is all based on the the true crime angle, people being obsessed with true crime, and they're all in school, so they're all in like some kind of college or something in this.
Yep.
So what if they're going back to a Scream 2 type of situation? So maybe this Quinn Bailey goes to school with the Carpenters somehow, and her whole her whole thesis or whatever, just like in Scream 2, is going to be the trial. This girl's thesis is pulling off a string of real-time murders.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Maybe I've thought about this shit too much. I don't know.
Dude, yeah, I mean, they really mess you up by having some people that have been much smaller characters in their time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know when I watched this is six, when I
Yeah.
watched five, pretty much what's his name from the boys, I was like, oh, he's one of them.
Yeah, from the jump. Love that you're wearing
Yeah,
a plaid shirt right now, though, by the way.
This is my favorite shirt of all time. It's been had to been fixed up a few times for me to continue to wear it. Uh, but
You
I think what's that?
you know the plaid thing, right? The plaid theory.
No.
If you watch through the movies,
Oh
um,
God.
the killer is always wearing a plaid shirt at some point in the movie.
Oh my
It's
God.
usually blue.
What the fuck?
I thought you did it on purpose.
No, dude. I've had this shirt for about 16 or 17 years and I literally wear it every day. It's everything to me. But what I was gonna say is so dude from the boys, I'm forgetting his
Yeah,
name already, is at this point, he's just part of the meat grinder. I was like,
yeah,
oh, he's definitely one of them. And I thought that it was either gonna be I don't want to blow this. I actually am gonna go back and look at the get the right names. The girl that was in that ends up being the killer with alongside of him.
yeah,
Uh let's see, who is it? Richie. I was like, oh, Richie's
yeah,
definitely a killer. But then Mikey Madison,
yeah,
uh, I was like, man, she could be. I kept going back and forth on her
yeah,
and Liv. I was like, one of the two of them are the other killer. That's who I
yeah,
kept thinking. Of course, Liv, obviously hasn't been in enough stuff yet. So sometimes with me, it's like they kind of anchor that at least one of the two people, it seems like, to be.
yeah.
And that's why it's like if that detective is one of them, and then the two kids that we don't know much about, just thinking behind the scenes style stuff, being
Hmm.
like the watchdog style would make sense.
Yeah.
Or
So,
Samara.
yeah, Samara could be. It's kind of funny. I'm looking at the cast list on this now for five, and they're listed right under the mains, which
Yep.
is kind of interesting. And they
Yeah.
have full names, so they're not like that's
Yeah.
probably their throw off on that one.
Did anybody have have that in the other one? That's the question. Then,
Yeah.
no full names, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing is like you can go through and like look at like last names
Uh huh.
and try to figure it out. But well, oh shit, hold on, I just realized something. The twins are named Meeks Martin, right?
Yep.
Heather Matazzaro, who plays Martha, she's the Meeks. So who is the Martin?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
Because what's the name of that their uncle's last name?
Randy Meeks.
Yeah. So we don't know who the Martin. Okay, I was just making it. Like I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's
Oh,
his last name.
God damn it.
Dude,
Now
because
I'm
I've only, I was really into one and two, and then I like 2022 Scream. So
yeah.
I've my mind don't have all the names down.
I don't either. At this
That's a
now
freaking
I'm
name.
like now I'm hold on, I'm about to scan all of these real quick. Like see if there's a Martin.
Well, hey man, what if you go that route? I mean, I don't know. It's weird that so you're gonna keep. I mean, if you try to like decipher and pick stuff based on just the cast list on IMDb,
Yeah.
obviously top 4 or 5 because they were in the film prior to this. You
Hmm.
don't even have to think about that. And then Kirby is returning, and then guess who's right after that? You have Annika, Ethan, Quinn. You know,
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
there's no Martin as far as I can tell.
Well, I mean, you also have this thing where Jason Carvey, Laura Crane, and Detective Bailey are all lumped together, and
Hmm.
it's like, well, damn.
Yeah.
You could. What if you have like 5? Like you literally have 6 killers.
How insane would that be?
Dude, you have students. You play up your angle where you have 3 students that are pulling some stuff just because they're like, this could be fun. Let's fuck with people. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And it's like all a joke, and they don't kill people. And then you have that subway meetup where there's actually ghost. You see Ghostface kill Ghostface because
Yeah.
the first ones are trying to play a prank on somebody, like Jen Ortega, and it's like rubber knife style. And then the real one shows up, and she's running from like what she thinks is one and turns into like 3 or 4, and then some of those
Yeah.
aren't even real. Dude, like you literally have it where okay, in the first one you had the two that make it seem like they're going to kill each other to get away with it.
Hmm.
What if this one you have a prank where these 3 students are working together to make it seem like they have killed each other, are going to kill each other, but it truly is no real stabbing, all rubber knife, all a prank, and then they get off by people that are actually killing. So you think for a period of time in this movie there's multiples, but some are just playing pranks, and these ones are real, and the real ones finally killed the pranksters.
Jesus.
Like, I mean, you got to go big, right? You
I
got to
guess
really
so. I guess
you
so.
got to
I
really
mean,
off of it.
they probably so the way I'm thinking about it is they probably have an idea for like a cap off to this trilogy
Yep.
already. They probably had one before this was created.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they're setting that up. And if they
Yep.
are, that could be part of it. Like a full like Ghostface cult type of situation.
Yeah. I think right now my thing is I do like the police. If I'm going to lay it on the table, what I would really think is going on, I think a police officer probably has something to do with it.
I think so
And it
too.
might be the guy that you're talking about, and he probably either has watchdogs or something like that. And then I
Yeah.
also think this weird prank style thing where like some kids in New York are like not, it's all fake to them, and they're trying to make it out to seem real, and then shit goes down that's real.
Yeah.
It's about time for people to start trying to prank Jen without being serious about it, and then they get fucked up.
Yeah. 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 Ah, man, it's gonna be wild. I can't wait. I can't wait. I think we should probably leave it at that. That's a lot. That's a lot for anybody to dig into.
There's gonna be
But
a lot of death. This is gonna be the one
yeah.
with the most deaths of all of them. I feel like that's probably
Oh
real.
yeah, for sure, for sure. All right. So Tony Revolori, who plays
Mhm.
Jason Carvey, and who's in Grand Budapest Hotel. That
Dude.
dude's not making it out, right? Or
He
who's
is.
who's our guest for the opening kill?
Oh wow. And because there's not, I mean, it is such a small group, but it's some pretty big names in there.
Yeah,
I mean, you could be looking at, dude. What if they brought Kirby back just to kill her off at the very beginning?
I
And
would
how about
think that, except that there's scenes with her in it. So like,
okay? Yeah, I
there's
mean, I'm going purely off not seeing anything. Are either one of the sisters? Do you see a lot of scenes in the trailer with a lot of the sisters?
yeah,
Okay, because I know when they put out number one, you did see Drew Barrymore quite a bit in the trailer, but what
yeah.
no one realized were their outfit changes. Are there any of these characters we see in the trailer where they're not wearing something different? There's the
Uh,
other.
I don't know. I've tried to stay. I haven't like analyzed it too hard, but I think just based off memory, I think that their
You
outfits
take
are at
Gale out.
least dirtier, you know?
Yeah. You take Gale out.
So here's my guess, right? We're taking it's a roll of the dice for three of them, I think.
Yep.
I think Samara Weaving,
Hmm.
Tony Revolori, or
Hmm.
or Courtney Cox
Yeah.
could be the opening kill.
Yeah.
The
I
fact
think
that
as
what
I say, what if you get one of the like Samara Weaving or Gale? You get one of the two of them as the first death, but it takes a while. Like it's not quick, like it's been in the past. It's like
yeah,
kind of like Jen. We thought she was gone in the new Scream. Like I didn't
yeah,
watch the trailer. To me, I was like, damn, they really put this girl in here just to kill her off like Drew Barrymore, and then she makes it.
yeah,
But they flip it on its head and take a little bit longer, and this person doesn't die immediately.
yeah. Or there could be two opening kills.
Mm-hmm.
So when they did that with Scream 4, where there was like a bunch, they played a bunch of the stab movies, and there was a bunch of opening kills. But and that was kind of fun to watch, but also really confusing when you're like in the theater watching, like what the fuck is going on here? Like, but like why is like everyone in this movie and then they're all just dying? Um, I think so. I think Samara Weaving or Tony Revolori are an opening kill, but I think is followed directly by a phone call kill. And
Mm,
I think that's Gale. I think Gale's
yeah,
getting it. I think
I
they're the
feel like
warm up. I think the first one's the warm up.
yeah, you gotta get that appetizer,
Yeah.
dude. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's like because it's gonna happen in New York. Is she the last? Because she's still in Woodbury, right?
No, she's in New York.
Well, I'm saying like they show her in New York.
Yeah.
You have okay. I was like, is she like? Did they close the book on Woodbury by like killing her in Woodbury, and then it's off
What
to New York?
what is where is Woodbury that you're thinking? Because it's Woodsboro.
Woodsboro. That's it. Woodbury. Yeah.
What is the movie?
Too
What are
much
you
shit.
thinking?
You
What
gotta
is
cut that out of here. I'm just pulling a Kenny on. You gotta edit this out. Edit this out. I gotta
no,
start over.
Woodbury's too good to cut out.
I almost called it Woodbine, dude. That's right down the street. God dang.
I was like, where is he pulling this from? But
I don't know, dude. I don't know where my mind went. We usually are. The funny thing is, we're both drinking coffee right now. I don't think I've done a podcast with you where there wasn't at least 2 to 3 beers involved. So,
oh yeah. But I got an actual work. I have actual work today.
oh yeah, today
Crazy.
is weekday, man. I don't even know what that stuff is anymore. Get out of
Oh
here.
no, so excited for you. Uh, yeah, man. I don't know. I think they're gonna try everyone. So the previews, not the previews, like the early screenings, people are trying to like. That's what I'm saying. Like the internet's a minefield right now. So from what I've seen in like early impressions are saying that the opening scene is the best since the first one,
Okay.
and and this one is rated higher as far as like scores go than I think any of the other ones besides the first one.
Wow.
It's up there.
Okay.
So people are saying like it's gonna like the new ranking is 1-6 and
Mm-hmm.
then whatever before. But
Jeez.
people are saying it's the best one since the first one,
I
which is
mean,
like fuck, bro.
yeah.
It's
I mean, I'm
kind of
probably
awesome.
gonna probably be there with them because I was like, I would still say I was 1, 2, 5, and then just like
Mm,
what to do with the others, just because that's how I was. I
yeah.
do get when you get into that many sequels of like, unless it's Friday the 13th, but I'm like, give me more, just the same stupid stuff.
Yeah. I really like the fourth one too. There's the third one. I don't know why, but I probably watched the third one the most. I think randomly. It was like a movie I'd have. It was so like it's pretty slow. The third one is, and during in college I'd have it on just like there was like a rotation of movies I'd put on if I was just gonna like do school shit
Yeah.
and like have background noise or whatever. And that was one of them. Would be actually all three of these would be one of them, but which is
So
kind of is that fucked up? I don't know.
I need to go back and watch part 4 so that I'm kind of caught up with anything I might need to know to like
Well,
go
yeah.
into.
Well, the Kirby thing that she's in for. So
Yeah. They're not going to just like bring her back because she was in one of them. There has to
yeah,
be I. And so, see, I haven't, that's another thing I didn't get to formulate much of my ideas off of. I think I would probably have even more to go off of if I'd watched that.
yeah.
Like, I've seen it, I think parts of it, like we've said before, I don't even know if I've sat all the way through it. So,
Okay. Yeah. They say well they say they give Kirby justice. Like
yeah.
everyone's the previews of or the preview screenings keep saying that.
Oh,
They're like, we're not gonna give anything away, but they did her character right.
oh, so she probably dies.
That's
I mean,
that's what I'm
say
saying.
you
I think she might have a hero moment.
when it's like we did her justice. It's like that's not promising. Then that's a Dewey
No,
style thing.
yeah,
We did Dewey justice.
right. Like
Yeah,
it could be that. It could be that. Or she's the Gale at the end,
true. Yeah.
Um I mean it's kind of interesting. Like in one of this caught me. Apparently somehow Hayden's character knows Sam. So
Mm-hmm.
Kirby apparently knows Sam.
Oh,
Um it sounds like it from this little TV spot I accidentally watched where yeah, she's like Sam walks in and she sees Kirby and she's like, "Oh shit, Kirby?" And I was like, "Motherfucker, they know each other already?" Makes
oh. See,
sense.
trailer. I'm gonna have to watch a trailer now. Damn it.
Well, that wasn't in a trailer. That wasn't like a Hayden did some interview. I think it was like probably like Good Morning America or something, and that was the TV spot they used.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
watch a trailer for this.
dude, the trailer's really good. Like,
Ah,
it's really fucking good. I might watch it right after this, just cause.
yeah.
But I don't know. We got any more predictions for it, or are we just gonna
Nope.
leave it?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
leave it at that. Those are my thoughts on it. I'm probably completely wrong. You crushed it. You presented like three things when we did that one episode, and I think
I
you
was pretty
checked one
close.
off the list. No, you had it. I think you pretty much got it.
I I don't know.
You know
I
the
think I had most of it. I don't think I
yeah,
had all of it. But
my yeah. So I like the police officer and some watchdogs. That's pretty good.
I hope that's what it is. I don't know. I think that would be cool. It's
Yep.
a different twist, you know. Three killers would be cool. That's hasn't really been done. Uh yeah, man, and they're just like and the cop it would make perfect sense, I think, for the cop because he could just like twist the evidence, you know. He doesn't have to.
Yep.
But hopefully that's what it is. We'll see though. You'll see a little bit later than I'll see. But uh yeah. Anyways, um I think we'll do probably like a full episode about Scream 6 what on Anyone Can Die, or do you want to do it on Quick Sixer, or we can do it both, posted both?
Yeah. Record it and then we can upload. If you send me the audio, I can just upload it. It's like a total collaboration.
Okay. Okay.
That'd be sick.
That would be sick. I'll make it. Yeah. We'll do something like that. But anyway, stay tuned for that. Maybe we'll get uh Funsec on here to talk about it because he's gonna see it real soon.
Yep.
Oh man, appreciate you joining me this morning.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
A little different
Uh,
having coffee instead of beer, but it's all right.
I like it. I like it. You know,
Another favorite drink.
the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's just coffee, water, beer. That's the only beverages anyone
You
should
know,
have.
coffee, water, beer, horror is all you need in your life.
Oh yeah.
Unless you're about to get married, then you need Irene. I need Irene. So
Yeah, you probably
there's a
need
few
a
things in my life I need.
yeah, you probably need a couple things to get married. Oh, speaking of, oh, well, we'll talk in a second. But anyway,
Okay.
tell everybody where they can find Anyone Could Die Again, and then
Yes,
we'll sign off.
me and Kenny Bond make up the duo that is Anyone Can Die. Streaming on whatever platforms, pretty much. I think we have it on everything we can get: Amazon, what is it, Google, and Spotify, Apple, all of it. And then on Buzzsprout is the original thing.
Mhm.
So find us anywhere that we don't do YouTube yet because Kenny is finally to the point where he doesn't have to have me cut and edit stuff constantly. And so we're going to try to add the video component. But yeah, Anyone Can Die podcast.
Cool,
Fargo's the
cool,
next. So check it out.
cool. When's that episode go up?
We recorded it yesterday, and with the upcoming wedding that's happening for me tomorrow, I would imagine sometime next week.
Okay.
Yep.
And what's hit me with those socials.
Oh gosh, I think it's at Anyone Can Die Pod is the actual podcast. I am Nathan Nada, no space, two N's, and then Kenny Careless. Kenny Care is it Kenny Cares Less? I think is what
I
it
think it's
is.
Kenny Careless.
Okay, Kenny Careless. Yeah.
Maybe
Or
Cares Less. Check it out. You'll find him.
yeah, we're tagged on everything. If you find Anyone Can Die.
Yeah. Um, and yeah, so if you want to check out the Scream movies, go and support your local physical movie store. Go down to Danger Zone Video if you can, if you're in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Yeah, I think they have a couple copies right now. Maybe a VHS or two of those. Maybe of the first three. I don't know about the four and beyond. But anyways, yeah, if you liked any of this stuff, go and check out all of Quick Sixer's content. We're on all the platforms, including TikTok, where fucking Brittany's been killing it on TikTok right now. So yeah, go and check out all that stuff. If you like us, subscribe, check it out, like your stuff. And appreciate you listening to this. We'll be back with a full episode talking about Scream 6 pretty soon. But for now, we out.